He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Jennings. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The give out of the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Trying to get to it. And they get the sack just like that.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He'll take a shot. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Daniels. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The end of the first quarter with the score SMU 7, Georgia Tech 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for a man. It's King. Unloads it left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Finds the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Mustangs will punt this one away.
Number 49 in punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And Georgia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw in this drive.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab outside. It's Boyd.
Man, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. Defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's King. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The option look. He'll toss it. Great move there. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. A first down run in the red zone. And he's wrestled to the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wide out in motion. Defense in press coverage. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
With the score, SMU 10, Georgia Tech 7.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
SMU 10, Georgia Tech 7.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Touch pass on the run. Inside the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's King. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Smith takes the handoff.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Working on the right. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got his man. At the 45 on its way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, SMU 13, Georgia Tech 7.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Now improvising. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. On the move. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs two more on fourth down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap across the 25. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. It's a draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all four downs, but it probably is four-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive news.
Great job by the defense there on third down, allowing him to catch but not allowing him in the end zone. They are playing big with their backs against the wall with the game on the line. Fourth down.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Barrels ahead. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And the Mustangs inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He really needs to get away a good kick here. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands. It's Singleton.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.